Hello, welcome to my backyard. Like my window, I couldn't find the right place with the right light. But I wanted to just come to you this evening and share a couple updates on things that are happening in the life of the church. The first thing you need to know is that I am back from my leave, been back about 2 weeks, and I just want to say a very big thank you to Cameron, um, to Kayla, to Emily, to Becky and Carol and Rebecca Weiler, all on the staff who've done so much to just take care of things in my absence. Stan Fish and Mike Ball. Um, what an amazing group of individuals. And my heart was relieved to know that I didn't have to worry about how things were going at the church as I took care of my family's needs for my husband and our own grief at the death of my mother. Update on Eric, he is fine. He's been cleared from the doctor to do whatever he wants to do. And I've been after him, no, don't do that, because I'm kind of fussing over him a little bit. But he's doing great. He's back to work, and we thank you for all of your prayers and your meals. And he's doing much better. So an update on Eric Lawrence, the pastor's husband. Um, some other things that are happening in the church as well. This week, we're just sad to learn that Rebecca Weiler, who's been our administrative assistant for 2 years, has taken another position and has started that new job already. And we thank Rebecca for all she's done for us. We will miss her work and her bright face at the office, and wish her well as she goes on to new challenges. But that does leave us with an open position in our church staff. We need someone in the office administrator role so much, someone to keep me organized and all of us kind of on the right path of getting things done. If you know anyone who has those skills or might be interested, um, go to our Facebook page and you can find the job information, and you can apply through our Facebook page or Indeed, of course. We had our very first worship outside on the lawn on July 5th. About 50 of you came and socially distanced, and we had communion together. We enjoyed a morning of patriotic music and praising God for the gifts of life and community. And it was a great experiment. We were able to live stream it, which was our hope. Right at the last minute, as we were getting ready to start, one of our cameras went down. So we went from having two cameras to one camera. So you got to see the camera panning across the screen as things were going on. But that's okay. We try to be just authentic and real, and we are definitely real at Aldersgate, bumps and warts and all. And so our plan at this time is to have outdoor worship on the first Sunday of every month, when we'll have communion together, and then we will always live stream that service. It is at 9 o'clock, not 10. It is at 9 o'clock, honestly, because it's just hot. So, but then you can watch it anytime you like. That's the nice part about the live streaming. So you can come back and watch that at any time you'd like. And we're there again on August 2nd. So I hope you'll be a part of that. At this point, we are still going to live stream our Sunday services, and that's going to be a permanent arrangement. We're going to be live streaming from now on. We've made a significant investment in equipment and resources to do that on a regular basis, with thanks to everyone on that tech team who's made that possible. We are so grateful. And to all of you who have helped make that happen financially, we are grateful as well. Um, there's just no easy way to decide when is the right time to come back into the building for worship. And so the question is, right as the numbers were starting to decline and we're like, okay, let's begin to think about it, let's put a plan, then the numbers start climbing again. And so I will be honest with you, I do not want to feel responsible for anyone becoming infected at the church. I've read so many stories online of people who have started having worship again, people got infected, and then they had to stop. So we're just going to stay the course where we're at right now. We're going to move slowly. We are, some of us, not me yet, but close, are in that group that's considered high risk. And you are God's precious creation. And we're going to provide opportunities. We're looking at new ways to create community through Zoom and through some of the other things. We've been having prayer time on Wednesday mornings on the lawn at 9 o'clock. And there's about 8 of us who gather for prayer. We keep our chairs far apart from each other, but it is wonderful to see each other. We're going to continue to try to find those kinds of things. But we're going to take our time because it's just so hard. I've jokingly said, this is my first pandemic. I don't have all the answers. We're going to make mistakes, but we're going to try to err on the side of safety. And we have a Back to Church committee that is meeting and put together the guidelines that were in this week's e-letter that kind of outline the things that we think. So we think we're in stage 1 right now, which is we're outdoors for 1 worship a month. We're still live streaming. Small groups can meet on the lawn, but we're not really opening the building for big meetings yet. The issue comes down to, how do we clean the building? How do we make it as safe as possible? Being mindful that the preschool director and financial director are in there every day. We want to keep it safe for them. I'm in the office every day. We want to keep it safe for me too. Other staff members come in and out. If you need to come into the office, give us a call. Someone will be there and we can let you in. But we're just being very cautious. But we're hard at work working on youth activities and children's activities. Last week of July, Vacation Bible School is online. It's free, something neat for families to do together. I just want you all to know that I am so proud to serve you as your pastor. I've been here now. This is the start of my 15th year. I never imagined when I came to Aldersgate that I would still be here. I thought for sure you'd run me out of town by now, but here I am. And so thank you for the opportunity to serve as your pastor. And we welcome Cameron as part of our pastoral staff. He begins as an appointed licensed local pastor. He'll be going off to licensing school where he'll learn how to be a pastor. He already knows, we know that. And we're just really grateful for what he was able to do while I was away in his leadership. There's been a lot going on. Financially, the church is doing really well. Thank you for your financial stewardship. Of course, expenses are down because, you don't use nearly as many cleaning supplies when you only clean the building once a week and it's closed. Utilities are down, but staffing costs remain the same. We have not had to reduce any of our staffing at this point, which we are grateful for. Those are things in the future, but for now, we're in really good financial position. We have paid our mission shares for June. The conference gave us a break for April and May as part of their efforts to support local churches, but we are back to paying our mission shares to support our ministry together. And so we are continuing that. The last note I want to share with you is that our building committee is still meeting. We still dream of that new sanctuary, and the pandemic hasn't changed the need we have for that. And so we're still meeting with the architect. We hope in the next 60 to 90 days to have some plans for you to look at, for you to be able to look at those plans and see what we're dreaming of. We're not going to do any kind of stewardship campaign for the building until we're thinking September of 21. We need to see where we're at with this pandemic. There's so much we don't know. So there'll be more reports coming from that. There's been a lot going on and I feel like I haven't really been in touch. So I wanted to just come and talk to you and share a few things with you in this way tonight. I hope that what we're doing is meeting your need. I hope that if you need something, you'll call me. I think everyone knows my email address. Call the office. Actually, if you leave a message on the office phone, it is forwarded to my phone, so I will get that message right away. Things are just happening. We continue to be the body of Christ in the church, serving each other and serving God. I know God is in the midst of all these hard things. And I know that God is walking with us when we're not alone. I felt God's presence through your prayers. After the death of my mother, as we went through Eric's time, I have felt those. Thank you. Thank you for being the body of Christ. Let's continue to serve each other and continue to show our faith in all that we do. I'll see you soon. I hope I see you Sunday. We're going to continue our series on Mr. Rogers. This week, we're going to talk about the story of the prodigal son. or often called the forgiving Father. So blessings upon you.